I think Donald Trump is a challenge and a gift at the same time. I mean, on the one hand, it almost feels like he escalates the joke himself. On the other hand, I feel like there is still a lot to unpack in the world of Donald Trump.
Has he changed the game? Has he steered you more towards commentary rather than comedy?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I don't know if he steered us in a direction, because you must remember, I started on my journey on The Daily Show with Donald Trump. So in many ways, there is only one Daily Show I've ever known, and that is a Daily Show where Donald Trump is somebody who is running for office and then President of the United States. And because I come from a country where our politicians are similar and our news cycle is very similar, this is not something that's new to me. So in my world, nothing really changed. I just transplanted myself from South African politics into American politics, found a familiar figure and a discourse that I understood, and I've continued and started shaping The Daily Show in that direction.
Ta-Nehisi Coates, the black author, has described Donald Trump as a white supremacist, that his presidency is all about the negation of the presidency of Barack Obama, the first black president.
Right.
Would you go that far?
Well, I would say this. I don't know if Donald Trump is a white supremacist. I do know that he prefers white people over black people. You know, I do know that he has said on multiple occasions that, you know, he doesn't want black people involved in the counting of his money or, you know, involved in the running of his world. I do know that he has specifically gone out of his way with these companies to oppress black people. I do know that he hasn't been as quick to react in the aid of black people as he has been with others. I do know that he has supported and continues to retweet white supremacists on his Twitter account. So I always say to people, I go, you tell me. It's weird because America is the kind of place where someone can get more offended at you calling them a racist than at the fact that they are a racist. And that's become like a new thing that I've stumbled across. People, how dare you call me a racist? And I go, well, how dare you be racist? And that's the world that Donald Trump is in, is people try and trap you into being afraid of saying what the person is doing, as opposed to them being afraid of acknowledging the world that they're living in.
Racial identity is a key theme of your book, Born a Crime. And perhaps it would help if you explained that very title.
Well, I called the book Born a Crime because I was born in South Africa during apartheid. I was born at a time when it was illegal for black and white people to fraternize, especially in a romantic way. And my mother is a black woman, Xhosa, from South Africa. My father's Swiss, from Switzerland, a white man. They got together. This was against the law. They had me. And so, in effect, I was born a crime.
You came from an abusive situation at home. Your natural father was absent. Your stepfather was an alcoholic and violent. At one point, he even shot your mother in the back of the head.
Right.
I mean, there are lots of stories in American politics and elsewhere of people who have a drive and ambition that comes from an abusive home. Is that something that you recognize as part of your experience?
Why? I won't deny that adversity shapes you as a human being. You know, the more challenges you face and overcome, the stronger you become as a human being. They also have the ability to debilitate you. You know, and I think I'm only here because of my mother. She's a woman who was able, you know, she would say by the grace of God, to persevere. She was able to, time and time again, overcome these obstacles. And that's not an easy thing to do, not just to overcome them, but to come out of them enlightened on the other side and finding a purpose for why it happened in your life or what you got from it. You know, sometimes people say everything happens for a reason. I don't like that phrase. I go, you can take reason from everything that happened, rather. Find what it gave you, but not it happened for a reason. I hate it when people say that. You know, the bad thing didn't happen to you for a reason, but now that it happened, what can you take from it? And that's really a world that I was brought up in. My mother said, we can't control what happens to us. We can control how we react to what happened.
Trevor Noah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time.